Hi, Brian Crombie here. I want to let you know what the shows are that I've got this week on the Brian Crombie Radio Hour on Sauga 960 AM. I'm on every night, Monday through Friday at 6 o'clock on 960 on your AM dial. On Monday, I've got Martin Kabat. Martin is a fascinating gentleman, former CEO of the Canadian Cancer Society, had a 20-year business career before that, and then when he retired, he went into academics and he studied leadership. And what he does is he takes us through a tour de force review of leadership from ancient Greece and Rome, through Genghis Khan and the Chinese emperors, to Napoleon and Gandhi, and then ends up with a lot of leaders currently, and compares them all and their leadership traits to Donald Trump. It's a fascinating and interesting review. On Tuesday, 6 o'clock, I've got an interesting conversation really relevant today with Sarita Samaroo, who is a real estate-oriented lawyer in Toronto. And we talk about issues in closing real estate transactions in this time of COVID-19, both from a appraisal standpoint, just a logistics standpoint of closing, but also very importantly, whether you can get mortgages during this time period and whether the banks are honoring appraisals and mortgage commitments that they made previously. And she provides a bunch of backup information, backup plans as to how you can ensure that you've got the money when you get to the door and want to close the transaction. And she also has a bunch of interesting comments in regards to different things that people, vendors and purchasers, are putting in agreements relative to COVID-19. On Wednesday, I've got a really fascinating review of the economy and COVID-19 with two very well-known and intelligent people. Diane Francis, columnist with the National Post, talks about that we have to reopen now for the sake of the economy, but we have to do it in a manner consistent with isolation of people over the age of 65 and those that have got pre-existing conditions. And then I've got an update with Hussein, Amed, the founder and president of Yorkville Asset Management, on what he thinks the implications of opening up are for the economy and the markets. On Thursday, I've got a really interesting session with Manal Naboulsi, Dr. Manal Naboulsi from Beirut, Lebanon, who is a life coach, a relationship coach, business school professor, who talks about the 5 stages of relationships. She talks about love languages. She talks about different things that you need to have in relationships to be successful. And it's a helpful and interesting conversation with Manal. And so check that out. And then on Friday, a really interesting review with Barbara McBean. Barbara had a traumatic experience where she almost died and was in hospital for almost a year after being in the Miss Universe contest. And what it did, it has spurred her to start a very successful entrepreneurial venture in health and wellness and beauty. And so if you want to know about the depths of challenges and how you get through it and resilience, and then how you start a successful business, particularly in this time of COVID-19. She started before, but she's kept it going now. You want to check out Barbara McBean and the story on Friday. I'm on, as I said, every night, 6 o'clock on Sauga 960 AM, 960 on your AM dial. You can stream me online at www.sauga960am.ca, or you can get all my podcasts and videocasts, because most of them are videos as well, on my website, briancrombie.com, www.briancrombie.com, and choose either /podcast or /videocasts, and you can get my older shows. Any feedback you want to provide, good or bad, please provide it to me. And, it's a privilege for me to interview some of these people, particularly when we're all stuck at home. Here's my home office and behind me. And I get to talk to some fascinating people, so hopefully you enjoy listening to them too. Good night.